Okay, so here we go. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Polar Beat app. So this is the app that we'll use with the Polar H10 in order to track and quantify the conditioning sessions. So it's super simple. Again, if this is the first time you're using the app, it's going to look a little different because you're going to have to sync the app up. But right now, I have my heart rate monitor on me. It's active. You can tell because that little blue circle with the 60 in it, the 61, that's my current heart rate right now. And then, so that's a good way to know that, you know, it's on, it's active. If you ever have any connectivity issues, you just come over here to settings in the bottom right, HR sensor here, click on paired, and you'll kind of play with these settings here. Mine kind of has some connectivity issues sometimes, and so I have to like connect it, disconnect it, and it's kind of a pain in the ass. But when it's working well, this is a really, really cool app. So you can kind of cycle through here through some different workouts. So if you notice, like strength training doesn't have the GPS, but walking does. So, you know, I'm going to give you prescriptions like, hey, let's go for a run for 30 minutes for 130, and I want you to maintain a average heart rate of 130 to 150 beats per minute. So, you know, you can come in here and I just clicked a little plus sign and select running or something. So for me, I don't really care about the GPS, but it's really cool, you know, for you and your own feedback to kind of check that out. You know, I'll come in here to a previous session. So this is what it'll look like once you're done. So I wrote down to get my hair cut the other day. And so you get some really cool information. So duration, distance, average heart rate, max heart rate, average speed, maximum speed. Those are kind of the ones I would pay attention to the most. I wouldn't really pay too much attention to the calories burned. That's not going to be very accurate. But the heart rate stuff, that's going to be very accurate. But then what's cool with the GPS is you come down here to this map and you can see your route. And then when you click on it, you can actually move the little slider here at the bottom, and it shows you, you know, as you're going through your ride, like where you were, your speed, and your heart rate. So it's actually super cool. But yeah, so all you'll just come in here, select whatever training session you're gonna do, press start, and then within here, there's some different screens you can cycle through here at the bottom. I like this screen or this screen just because it shows you kind of your current heart rate, but then it'll show you the different zones that you're in. So typically, you know, if you're doing an aerobic session, somewhere like 130 to 150 beats per minute, you're going to want to be somewhere in that green or maybe tap into that yellow zone. And then up here, you can also tap, like I'm tapping on pace, and then you can get speed or heart rate. You can change your percentage or your actual heart rate. So, yeah, that's kind of how to use the Polar app. And then once you're done, you'll go ahead and press pause, stop. Typically you'd hit save, but for this I'm just gonna hit delete because I don't need this here. But yeah, that's how to use the Polar app with your Polar H10 for your cardio and conditioning sessions.